Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us and taking the time out of your busy Friday afternoon. So, first off, I want to apologize for yesterday. That was actually the first time that's happened in 15 years. Okay, we haven't missed a webinar literally in 15 years. So, we had some technical issues in the past, but nothing like what happened yesterday. So, I apologize. What I want to do today, it's so important, and I don't care what side of the business you're on, if you're working the monster multi-million dollar IUL estate planning cases, that's fine, mortgage protection, final expense, it doesn't make a difference. Right now, right, I feel like we're slowly coming out of this pandemic, and, we still have agents working from home, but it's time to get scrappy, right? We're in the best industry, bar none, right? We're seeing facts with the LIMRA statistics that just came out that life insurance sales are skyrocketing and life insurance awareness in general around the kitchen table is skyrocketing, right? And it's because of the pandemic that nobody thought would happen, right? Everybody said there's no way. Well, it happened. And bottom line is kids are looking at parents, right? And parents are looking around the table and saying, oh my gosh, if something happens, are we going to be okay? And you want to be the agent that they reach out to or email or direct message, right? So that's the name of the game. And, when it comes to life insurance selling, right, I try to put on my agent hat with everything that we do, right, because I have to look at it from your seat. So if we're coming out with a new technology platform, a product, webinar, whatever the case is, I have to say, well, Bill, if you're an agent out there, right, and you're in the middle of Chicago, I need to make sure that this is going to help my practice. And if so, obviously, we bring it to you all. And we're not perfect by any means, okay? As you know, we will try our best. And if something doesn't work out, we're always here to help you and make it right, okay? When it comes to leads and commissions are the first and second question that typically come up with a new agent phone call. So commissions, okay, we have all direct contracts, so we never have any issues with commissions. We're not an MLM group, or we don't pay you a referral fee. Yes, you're the agent of record. Yes, you get direct carrier commissions and renewals, okay, when the product pays renewals. It's a full pass-through. Okay, now that's important. Number two, leads. There is no, and we all have to look in the mirror and be honest. There's no fluff or gray area, okay? There's no perfect lead program anywhere, okay? There's not one that exists in today's space, period, okay? Now, with that said, there are a few good vendors out there that are reputable, that stand behind the product, okay? And we found one of those, and actually he's speaking on today's presentation. And what it also means, and I just want to clarify a couple things here because there's been a lot of questions about this in the past. This doesn't mean you're going to spend your 12 bucks a lead, right? It's a minimum order of 15, and that you're going to make $182,000 with your initial investment, okay? Now, can there be a $30,000, $40,000 case if you pivot properly? Absolutely. In fact, we had that. In fact, it's crazy because I see Kent's on this call today, but Kent actually made a monster sale from these leads. So yes, it exists, okay, but it's what you make of it. And if you work these leads properly, like we're going to discuss today, then you will make money, okay? That's the bottom line. And the way I look at it, if you focus on your day-to-day sales, if you're working your book of business, or you have a few CPAs or estate planning attorneys in your network, or mortgage companies, health agencies, P&C company, whatever the case is, okay? If you're focusing on your day-to-day and you have this working in the background, and maybe you're doing this part-time, whatever the case is, you can do very well if you work the leads properly. And that's what I wanted today to be about. I wanted to mention, number one, the leads. Number two, the strategy, the resources behind it that we're going to help you with. Number three, the right products to use when you have these clients or prospects on the phone. And then we're also going to discuss a new CRM tool that's going to help this guarantee program even more so. And it's going to help you as well, and it's free. I mean, this is all available through the vendor. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today. We're also giving away 2 batches of free leads. Okay, it was 1 batch to 1 agent, but because of the issue yesterday, I promised 2 batches to 2 different agents. So yes, you have to be on. Yes, you have to pay attention. Write down notes, okay? And before 4 p.m. Eastern Time, within about 40 minutes, we're going to ask the question. Whoever answers first incorrectly wins. And then, of course, for the second batch, same thing goes. So make sure you're paying attention to the details. Okay, so that's what we're going to jump on today's call. And I want to just mention a few things before we jump in, okay? With all of this going on, right? You're the agent out there in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and you're focusing on your network, and you have a bunch of health agencies, mortgage companies, and you get to pitch their clients your products, okay? Great. And you're also working leads, let's say, in the background when you get home at night or when you have a few hours, whatever the case is. Wonderful. Okay. The third leg, and the way you have to look at this, is social media and your website. Okay. And I know I always talk about this, but I feel like some agents either A, are so set in their routine, they're not willing to get uncomfortable. Okay. They're not willing to step outside the normal A to Z routine. And I'm telling you right now, and I've said it 152 times, but I'm telling you right now, you must get comfortable with the basics of social media, right? And have a professional website, okay? The first thing people are going to do, think about it. You're sitting home, you're in your 3rd bedroom, home office, calling these leads. They want to know, these prospects are going to pick up the phone and say, who is this Bill Levinson guy that I'm sharing my income with and my beneficiaries and all this personal information, okay? I don't care if they're 17 or 72. They're going to pick up their phone or their laptop or desktop, and they're going to put a Google search, Bill Levinson, insurance agent. I promise you, 99% of the time, okay? Now, if when this client types this in and there's nothing there, in fact, the Bill Levinson doesn't even come up, okay, that trust level goes out the window, okay? Now, what happens if that same Bill Levinson agent, right, makes the same call and this client types in Bill Levinson, life insurance agent, and Bill's got this great looking website, great social media pages, great reviews, and maybe the client even opens up Facebook and says, I want to see what this guy looks like, and they type in Bill Levinson. And when they open my Facebook, I have pictures with my family, the family dog, maybe me shaking customers' hands, maybe a few video testimonials, maybe I have the reviews section that's all 5 stars. The second Bill Levinson is going to get the sale every time versus Bill Levinson number 1. Why? Because of the trust factor, right? They're typing in Bill Levinson and they're seeing all this great stuff by consumers just like them, right? That loved working with Bill, and they said they'd refer Bill to their family and friends in 2 seconds because they love Bill. So you have to have a social media and online presence, like it or not. Okay. I mean, by the way, this doesn't mean you have to become a YouTube creator, overnight. No, just know enough to be dangerous. And if you have clients that say, Bill, thank you so much, you're the best, I love working with, say, Bob, Shirley, do me a favor. Send me a testimonial. Okay. Or go on my Facebook page and hit click on reviews. Okay. That's how, if you want to say thank you and you appreciate my service, that's the ultimate way of saying thank you to me. Okay, that's how you need to think, especially when selling over the phone. And if anyone tells you different, they're selling life insurance in 1982 and driving around a 1984 Cadillac Fleetwood. Okay, with a tie on that's halfway down their belly button. Okay, that's the old days. It doesn't work anymore. Okay, it's a new world now. So anyway, I can't stress it enough. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the bottom line here. And by the way, if you think, oh my gosh, this sounds crazy, and I don't think I'm ever going to have a Facebook page. This is for kids. Okay. Think about, you talk about crazy ideas. I just read this the other day. Think about, there's a man that invented this thing called the pool noodle. Okay. It's literally a piece of styrofoam that people float on in a pool. Okay. So he had this great idea and he told his friends and family. Everybody said, well, what, you're going to market this thing? No one's going to buy this. It's a piece of styrofoam, right? Anyone can go get this made or have it cut or whatever the case is. Okay. Well, the same pool noodle guy ran with his idea because he believed in himself and the product. Okay. And he stopped at nothing and worked like there's no tomorrow. Today, Mr. Pool Noodle Man is a multi-billionaire because he invented a piece of styrofoam that you can float on in the middle of the ocean called a pool noodle. Okay? So I don't care what you're working on, your niche, your products, your favorites. It doesn't matter to me. Okay? If you have the drive and you're willing to get a little uncomfortable and step outside of that comfort zone and be persistent and consistent, number 1 and 2, most important, and deliver your message every single day or week or month, it's going to start to turn. Okay, we did exactly that. That's how Levinson was born. So I know it works. Okay, and we all have the equal opportunity to blow this thing out of the water. Okay, and I'm not just saying this. If you know me or been on the podcast or prior webinars, okay, I walk the walk. I do exactly what I'm telling everybody on this call. I'm not perfect, but I'll tell you one thing. I will work like there's no tomorrow, and I will deliver my message consistently. Go look at, like I said in the beginning, 15 years of weekly webinars. Never missed a week unless it was like Christmas or Hanukkah or New Year's or we were closed. Okay, other than that, never missed a week. Our podcast, we started 3.5 years ago. Go look on YouTube or your favorite podcast channel. You will never see. I do these monthly live. I never missed one episode, even sick in bed. I literally recorded a podcast episode. Okay, and not because there's millions and millions of people listening to the first episode I ever launched. No, it's because I know I have to be persistent and consistent to grow my business, brand, reputation, and marketing scope. That's the only way it's done. And I don't care if you're selling coffee mugs, calculators, life insurance, doesn't make a difference, even pool noodles. Okay? So believe in what you're doing and helping these families. I mean, it's unbelievable. And by the way, talking about our why, right? You have to have a big why, and that's what's supposed to keep you motivated and driven. Look at what we do every day, protecting families in case of an accident or tragedy, okay? Just July 4th, okay, on Monday, my uncle, 70 years old, riding his bicycle to go play pickleball, okay, on Monday. We're all off on vacation, and he's about a couple miles from his house, and a car slams into him. He's on his bicycle. Car hits him, takes off, hit and run. They left him in the street. He's now in the emergency room in the hospital, and hopefully he's going to be okay. But the bottom line is, you just don't know. It could be anybody, anytime. And if you think it's not you, well, you're wrong. So we have to share stories like this to our clients. And guess what, right? They're going to buy products from you. It's a win-win. You're protecting families and you're earning an income for you and your family. So how can you not believe in what you do? How do you not know what your why is? Okay, I would put that on a billboard if I were you. Okay, enough of the ranting. Okay, let's jump right in here. So what's new at Levinson? Just a few things I want to touch on. 4th of July, we have 2 contests that we announced and launched. This is important. So real quick on the annuity side, write a SILAC annuity, which, by the way, the hottest indexed annuity rates right now, you get $704, okay, this month only. With Bestow, okay, that's our online term product, real-time instant decision. It's on Insure Me Now Direct. And by the way, it's free, so you better have this up and running, especially in today's new world with the millennials and the younger generation. Okay, they want to go on your website or Facebook and run a quote and buy, and you get paid full commission in your agent of record. It's not a referral fee. Okay, you write your first app, $50, Amazon gift card, done. That's simple, July only. Okay, and the reason why I did this is because I know as soon as you write the first one, you're going to say, Bill, this is crazy. I didn't realize how easy it was. And my client's not paying a premium for the convenience. This is unbelievable. Okay, premiums just as competitive as a fully underwritten term with AIG, Banner, Prudential, all the big wig companies, but it's done online instantly. And you can just email a link to someone, send them to your website. You can do it with them on the phone. Okay, whatever process you want to do, you can sell a Bestow term product. It's a dream come true. Right side, the Levinson Expo is back, bigger than ever. Write down this date, April 7th and 8th, 2022. I couldn't be any more excited. We already have a few hundred agents that RSVP'd, and we didn't even launch officially yet. So that's going to be a day full of sales ideas from our top carriers around the country and a top keynote speaker that you all, well, I don't even want to tell you anymore. You'll see future notice in the next month or two, but make sure you write down that date. All right, let's move forward. Let's jump into our feature presentation here. What I want to say real quick before I introduce Samson, who's on with us. So like I said, there's no perfect lead company, okay? We know that, okay? Now, you have to work these leads properly. If you do, yes, there's a 20% guarantee. That means the minimum batch, 15 leads, minimum order, okay? That means you're going to sell at least 2 to 3 policies for every batch, okay? They're $12 for final expense, $17 for the term life leads, okay? Exclusive, by the way. Now, we have to make sure we don't want to abuse a program, because here's what's going to happen. If we buy 100 leads, okay, and we take all 100 leads and put them in an automated text platform and send everybody a text, okay, and you get half these leads right back on the text and say not interested, that doesn't mean you just take the 50 leads and say, hey, I want a refund. No, you have to work the leads properly. Now, if I'm working the leads and Andrew's working the leads, okay, and I'm a great salesman, let's say, maybe Andrew's not so great, okay, well, guess what? It's the same parameters, okay, the same requirements go for the guarantee. So you have to remember, do not take advantage, number one. Number two, work the program properly, and absolutely, if there's a bad lead, we will get you a new lead through our vendor, okay? We're not the lead company. We don't make any money on this, okay? We negotiated a co-op discounted price for you all, but as soon as you sign the form, you have to make sure all business is placed back through Levinson, and you will be working with Samson moving forward in his company on the lead program, okay? And what I would suggest is I would give it a shot. I would buy a batch or two and see how it goes. It's not for everyone, but if you're willing to work it properly and put in the time, yes, you can do very well from this program. We have a few agents on the webinar that are using it today and have been back for more, which tells me it's working, okay? That simple. We have this new CRM tool that we're launching through Samson and his company. So we're going to talk about that. But first off, I want to introduce Samson. And if you can, just give everyone a quick overview of the program in general, Samson, if you want to take a minute.
Hey, everyone. This is Samson here. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm very honored to be here and with talking to you guys. So I would go over the program. These are exclusive leads for final expense and term life program. And all these leads are being generated by a team of live callers that we have. And these are, these are the internet feeds which are obtained from different websites. And when they are about 60 to 90 days old, we give it out to our team to dial them back and see if they are still interested in shopping around. So they dial them back and they ask them if they are looking to shop around for final expense or term life products. And if they are, so they go ahead and ask the questions, take down their age, what is the coverage amount they're looking to get, who's going to be the beneficiary. And after asking all these questions, the answers are being noted into an Excel spreadsheet, and that is being sent over to you, once the leads are being generated and approved by the quality assurance department that we have. Those are being sent over to you to work on. And all the leads come with an MP3 recording, so you can listen to the whole conversation between the telemarketer and the prospect. And this way you know what you're paying for, if you're getting the value for your money. And right now, okay, Bill, you want to say something?
Yeah, no. I was just my question, just real quick. So obviously we have the $12 final expense lead, and then the $17 term life lead, correct?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. Minimum order of 15. Okay. And by the way, as we're talking, if you want to use that question box, as soon as we are done with Samson in a few more minutes, we're going to announce any questions while Samson's still on with us. So you can fire away, and then anyone we do not get to, we'll get to you as soon as we wrap up today's webinar and get all questions answered. Okay, so Samson, I know a lot of the questions that come up. Okay, first of all, by the way, Samson, his company is located in the U.S. Okay, he does have call centers all over. Okay, I believe globally, right, Samson?
Yep.
Okay,
yep,
but
absolutely.
he is out of California, so that's a plus, number one. And then, and basically, if you want, I think this is important. If you can explain, let's say, the correct process, okay, I want the agents to know the 20% guarantee is real. It's not just some smoke and mirrors marketing tactic. So can you explain, you're an agent out there, you get your leads, okay, and have the proper way to work them. I think everyone needs to know that.
Absolutely. But before that, I would like to jump into the script. I would like all the agents to walk through the script, which we have which we are using right now, and about the changes which we have done recently in the past. So okay, so the script is very simple. We we call the people up and we let them know, hi, I'm calling from Senior Benefits, and this is about a new low-cost life insurance plan which has just been approved in your area, and one of our agents can call you back and give you more information. So would you like to learn more about this new low-cost life insurance plan? And if they say yes, we ask them how old are they, and we take down the age, who's going to be the beneficiary, son, spouse, or daughter, and what is the coverage amount they are looking to get, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, up to $30,000 in case of final expense, and $100,000, $250,000, up to $500,000 in case of term life leads. And okay, just give me a second here. Let me open up the script.
No problem. And by the way, we also have the scripts on our website available as well. So just let any one of our marketers know, we can get you that information too.
Okay. And okay, so in the recent times, we got a lot of requests to ask about the email address. So we made it a question on the script, and we ask everybody if they have an email address. So that solves a lot of problems there. And we ask them if they, if they have enough money to pay for the policy. In case term, it is around $50, and in case of final expense, it is about $25. So we ask them straight up, all right, do you have about $25 a month to pay for the policy? And right now we have not made it a qualification question, but just to let them know that this is going to cost something. This is not for free. And obviously a question about savings and check-ins accounts so they can pay for the policy, and the policy doesn't get lapsed in future. So these are all the questions we have on our script and all the qualification criteria. And, you know, all right. So the right way to work the leads is you get them on the phone. I mean, you need to call them up. I know they're not going to answer the phone in the first place, maybe not in the second. So you're going to call them up at least 14 to 16 times. You need to get them over the phone. And I know a lot of people are going to say they already have insurance. I mean, it's not like, as Bill said, I mean, there's no perfect lead in the world. So they're going to say they already have insurance. And I mean, obviously they give this objection to us as well. And to answer this objection, we have a rebuttal, which is used by our telemarketers. They ask them, all right, I understand that you already have insurance. It's great to be ahead. But as you know, the cost of insurance have increased over the years. So maybe our agent can call you back and he can review some options. All right. So, I mean, the same rebuttal can be used by you guys as well. I mean, if they say they already have insurance, and if you come back by saying it's great that you already have insurance, but if you let me have a look, just to make sure you have the right coverage and you have the exact rates, so maybe I can let you know if you're not paying more for the insurance for the coverage you have. So I think they'll let you look 90% of the time. So I mean, I'm not very good at I don't know much about selling, but I mean, this is a suggestion. This is a rebuttal you can come up with. So, okay. So as I said, you need to get them on the phone and they will object, but I mean, you need to come up with a rebuttal. But if a lead is genuinely not interested, if they just don't want to talk to you guys, or if they say, do not call me up. So obviously you can send in that lead for the replacement and we'll give you a new lead instead of that. So we'll make sure that you hit your 20% sales guarantee out of the lead batch that you ordered.
Okay, great. So Samson, give if you can just take a minute, explain to everyone, like in other words, when the leads are sent, what would qualify this agent to get replacement leads? Like if they're not interested, number one, what would be a couple other examples? I just want everyone to be comfortable with the program, so there's no dark area.
All right. So if you call a lead up and they straight away say, do not call me, so you can send that lead back. I mean, that's obviously up for replacement right away. And if you call the lead multiple times and they say they're not interested, they don't want to talk to you, you can send that lead back. So we'll review all the leads, but I mean, no answers. And I mean, a lead which says they already have insurance, and they object you in a way that cannot be handled by you. So I mean, obviously that doesn't stand for the guarantee, because we are already rebutting them for the already have coverage, and we are rebutting them if they say they're not interested, because this is how the leads work. I mean, they say they are not interested, they say they already have coverage, but we have to come up with a rebuttal. But I mean, we make sure that you paid for the leads, and you need to be sent good leads. So
obviously a bad phone number, I would assume.
If there's a bad phone number, that's mostly a typographical error, and that can be fixed. If you send the lead back to us, we'll find out the right phone number. And if there's a wrong phone number, if the person is deceased, if you reach out to somebody and someone else picks up and say this person is deceased, that lead will straight away qualify for the replacement.
Okay, that's good to hear. And basically, and they're agreeing to at least a minimum of $25 to $50 a month, a minimum.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Now, is there, if you can give everyone a rough age range, like between 20 and 70, what's the age range that the leads will come in at?
Okay, so for term life, we have kept the age from 30 to 65.
30 to 65. Okay.
And obviously that is changeable if somebody requests to, take it up a bit from 65 to 55, let's say. I mean, we can do that, but that slows down the lead volume because there's not enough data in that range, that age range. So we obviously face some difficulty generating the leads. And for funnel expense, it is 45 to 75 because got a lot of complaints in the past that a lot of agents were unable to sell the lead, to people who are above 80 or 85. So we've dropped it down to 75 to make sure, 100% leads qualify. We don't want to leave any gray areas where you cannot sell.
Okay, that's good. And when the leads start coming in, what information is on the lead?
Okay, so you'll have first and last name. Address would be there, but it's not. I think that's not important because we are selling statewide and nationwide. So, but the address would be there, city, state, zip code, phone number would be there. How old are they? What is the coverage amount they're looking to get? Who's going to be the beneficiary? And the answer to savings and check-ins account, and whether they said yes to the $25 or $50 question, and what was the second one? But yeah, I mean, all the answers to questions would be there in the Excel spreadsheet.
Okay, perfect. And turnaround time is roughly, once the order goes in, what are we looking at? About a week turnaround time, a few days, a couple weeks? Okay.
So the turnaround time is about 7 business days. Obviously, we have we have hired more staff to make sure the turnaround time is is shortest. We try our best to deliver the leads ASAP, but just to be on the safe side, so I mean the agents don't get in panic, we have kept it to 7 business days. So in the meantime of 7 business days, the whole order is being filled.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and by the way, we had a lot of questions about can I give them my zip code or area code or all of these leads when requested, they're going to be for your state. Okay, and what I would suggest is, and this is important, obviously if there's a few leads that are close to you, if you can get them on the phone and it's a nice deal and you have a good feeling, yeah, of course, meet them at a Starbucks or whatever you have to do to get the deal closed, okay? But if not, most of these prospects and products can be sold over the phone in minutes. Okay, so in fact, when we're done with Samson, we're going to show you what are the go-to products you need to be up and running with and ready to quote. Okay, the easiest products to sell over the phone. So we're going to do that in just a few more minutes. And then obviously you want to email these people, text them as well. I would hit them from all different corners. And also, this is a big point, and I've seen this happen time after time. Just because it's a final expense lead or a term life lead, that doesn't mean the client's not interested in an IUL, and it doesn't mean that the case is going to be under $100 a month. Okay, we've seen monster cases come out of some of these batches. Okay, not all the time. Okay, but it does happen, and you got to be ready. You got to know enough to be dangerous. So, and here, in my opinion, if I'm an agent out there, okay, this is one of the most important points. Samson primarily works with our agents and agencies, okay, number one. And number two, and we've worked with several vendors in the past, okay, and obviously that was in the past and they're not with us anymore. The difference with Samson and his company is they're there for you. They're going to pick up the phone. Okay, if there's a problem, he's going to email you back. Okay, it might not be the exact answer you want, and but he's going to try his best to help you. Very reputable, and the service is excellent. Okay, so as an agent, you need to feel comfortable about that. Okay, and by the way, we're not asking you for a $2,000 investment, and we're going to send over 10 leads. Okay, you're looking at $12 final expense and $17 term leads, exclusive, not shared. So, and minimum order of 15. So not a lot of money here, folks. Okay, I think another important fact here is the guaranteed program. So if we can, let's get that next slide up. And Samson, if you can talk about the new CRM tool that's going to help it's going to help the agents with the guarantee, that would be great. There it is. We're looking at it right now, the 20% guarantee form.
All right. So, all right. So on the left, this is actually the lead replacement criteria that we have. So if you receive a lead, obviously you receive all the leads with the MP3 recordings. You can play them up and listen to the whole conversation, as I said. So if there's a lead which is being rebutted more than one time, all right, so that means we are only rebutting one time. If a person says he's not interested or he already has coverage, we only rebut once. So if you get a lead which is being rebutted twice or thrice, so obviously that stands for the replacement right away. Send it back to us. We'll just listen to the recording and send you a new lead. All right. Same lead in any 30-day window. If you receive the same lead within 30 days, we will credit you. We'll send you a new lead. All right. So we have kept the age down to 75, so you can sell more and more. There's no disqualification. So you're only getting leads till 75, all right? So there's no 80s, and over 85 doesn't stand a chance. No 85s, no 80s, no 85s, and wrong number. Obviously, we'll credit you for all the wrong numbers. And if you don't get a voice recording for the leads, that'll be replaced right away. If a person is deceased, that'll be replaced right away. Okay. All right. So this is how you actually have to work up the leads, just to qualify for the 20% guarantee and to get more leads till you hit 20%. So you need to work the leads as you receive them, all right? That's the best time to work them up while they're still fresh, because we're dealing with the old people. So, if you let them sit for a long time, they'll forget if they've spoken to somebody or not. So they might say, I don't remember talking to anybody about this when you call them up. So it's very integral to get more sales, because the fresh leads are better to respond, and you need to work the leads for 14 days. You need to call them up back and back, and you need to make sure to get them on the phone, and talk to them about the final expense or the term life plan, whatever the lead was about. And we need to see a proof of activity requirement. So we need to see the sheet, the Excel spreadsheet, or it can be Google sheet where you have actually uploaded the leads and you were working on them. So and to help you out with that, we are actually launching a CRM tool as well, where you'll be able to log in with your login credentials and see all the leads at once, and you'll be able to access all the lead recordings at one place. So it doesn't matter you order, you have ordered 3 times, 4 times. Once you log in with your credentials, you'll be able to see all the, all the order history, all the leads up there. So you can also make notes. We're actually working on it right now, and we'll make sure that you are actually able to, make notes and write down whatever was the call outcome, and
and that's gonna be the proof, by the way. So how just like I'm saying, like I have to put my agent hat on, right, to make sure that we come up with great stuff for our agents. For a second, you have to put the lead vendor hat on, okay, and understand that they have to make sure that there's not an agent out there that's taking advantage of the program and buying, hundreds of leads and calling everyone and handpicking, 1 or 2, and then asking for replacements on all the others. So they have to protect themselves, and we all feel this is the best way to do it. And I don't want to confuse everyone, by the way. So even let's say this afternoon, you say, Bill, I want to place an order. Great. We're going to show you how to do that. You get your Excel spreadsheet, okay, and you can use that and type notes in that spreadsheet, okay? Simple. When the CRM is ready, which should be in a week or 2, okay, all you do, you're going to log in. You'll have obviously username, password. All of your leads are right there. You can note right in your CRM tool, call recordings right in your CRM tool. And then if there's a problem, Samson gets access, sees everything, the leads that have to be replaced are replaced. Simple, which protects him and yourself. So anyway, that's the purpose of all of this, and we think this is the absolute best way to make sure that everyone's on the same page and everyone's being honest, which I'm sure we will be. So, okay, I think that's pretty much it. Unless Samson, do you have anything else for the group?
Nothing much, but yeah, as Bill said, we're trying to help you out in all way possible, and yeah, so yeah, this is all from my side.
And I want to just clarify, when you said, Samson, you mentioned the older people that might forget. Keep in mind, the term leads are up to age 65, final expense up to 75. So, again, we're not talking about people that maybe wouldn't qualify for a policy. And even if you come across someone that's not that healthy, okay, we have guaranteed issue now. We have guaranteed issue with no graded death benefit. Now you can sell over the phone, okay? So we have an option for everyone, okay? So always keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, all right, let's, Andrew, real quick, do we have any questions that came in that you want to bring up with Samson on the phone here?
Yep, I do. We had a few agents that asked if live transfer is available. I'm going to be going over that on the next slide, but there is live transfer available as well as the callback leads, which Samson's going over now. And those are going to be 25 a lead with a 10-state non-resident minimum. So I'll go over that in just a minute, but I just want to let everybody know that is available. But I do have Michael is asking a question. It says, can you explain how the double verification works? So we always say that these are double verified. So what is that process in 20 seconds? Samson, on how you verify it once and then you verify it again.
Okay, so we have, as I said, we have a team of live callers. So we have a supervisor on them as well. So people who are not very experienced, they verify all the information once, and the supervisor verifies it twice. That enhances the lead quality as well, and that ensures us that all the information that we have gathered is 100% correct.
Perfect. That's what we needed. Okay, and then I have Mary and Michelle are both asking the similar question, which is, do you ask any pre-existing health information or anything about medication, anything to do with health history? Is that part of your script, or is it just basic demographic and you leave that to the agent?
Well, we'll leave it to the agent because if you add those questions up, that'll make the lead a lot lengthier, and a lot of people will disqualify because of these questions. So I know, these questions are important, but we cannot add them into a lead because that'll not leave it like a lead. So that'll be more like closed deal.
And let me say one thing too, and before you take that the wrong way, remember, we have guaranteed issue products, okay, that are not graded and that pay a healthy commission. So you can do as good, if not better, with an unhealthy client, okay, as long as they're under 75. So there you have it. Okay, Andrew, let's answer, just because of the time here, let's get everyone else answered after we hang up here, because we got about 15 minutes. And I want to make sure we get all the details in. Okay, Samson, thank you so much. That was great. And again, any other questions, we will, of course, answer you. You call any of our marketers, and if we need to get Samson on the phone, we can do that as well. All right, good stuff. All right, Andrew's going to show you real quick how to get started and then some other resources available for you. Then we're going to show you the hot products that you need to be comfortable with when you're starting to call on these prospects. Andrew?
Yep, thanks so much, Bill. Appreciate it. So this is the slide I was telling everybody about that shows the pricing again, and it also talks about the live transfer. So you can see that we also offer live transfer at $25 a lead. In order to do that program, to get the best effectiveness, you do have to have 10 non-resident state licenses, okay? So we can't do this. Samson has told us that if you only have 1 or 2 states, You're just not going to get the volume you're looking for. It's going to be very sporadic. So we're going to require that you have 10 non-resident state licenses. It's very easy to get. You just go to nipr.com or Circon or wherever you buy your non-resident licenses. You can go ahead and do that. So all this is just a recap of the LEAD program that we just went over. All exclusive, telemarketed, 15 lead minimum. We have the scripting, which we'll send out to you at the end of the call. We'll forward that in our thank you email with the 20% guarantee, and the pricing is below. Okay, so 15 is the minimum, but of course you can do more than that. Samson has recently expanded the operation, hired more people, more supervisors. He's made it very clear to us that the orders can be larger and more frequent, so we are ready to scale and go ahead and get everybody into the system. So this is just a recap of the LEAD program and its cost. How to get started, you're going to go to our website, log into levinsonandassociates.com. You're going to go to the Agent Tools tab, and you're going to click on LEAD Programs, okay? When you go there, you will be directed to our updated lead center. So this is all things leads. So everything in here has to do with leads, scripts, marketing, anything to do with the lead programs themselves, how they work, and how to order those leads. Okay, so you're going to go here and you're going to click on the first one on the top left where it says Final Expense Leads. When you go in there, you're going to see on the next screen, this is what you're going to see. Okay, you're going to see an order form come up. You're going to put how many leads you want, put in your information, and of course, you're going to agree to the disclosures below, and it says, I agree all leads to be processed through Levinson and Associates, the turnaround time, the guarantee that you know how that works. Everything's right there for you, ready to go. As soon as you submit this, we get the invoice turned around to you, and we start that lead order with Samson's company. Okay, it's very simple, and we send that out also in our thank you email so you can get going on this program. Real quick, I wanted to go over, Bill and I thought that it would be very important to discuss some hot selling products specifically with this LEAD program, okay? So I wanted to quickly go over, take a minute or two, and just show you some of the hottest products and how they're being sold, especially when you're selling from home, right? You're selling in this digital world that we live. So on the left-hand side, this is term and UL carriers. So of course, we have Bestow, which is our direct-to-consumer instant issue up to 1.5 million. We're seeing a huge increase in premium from Bestow. American National has one of the best non-med term and universal life portfolios in the business, includes living benefits with every product, and they offer non-med with an e-application up to 1 million. And then also American Amicable, this is a carrier that I actually do a lot of recommending to the agents that I talk to, and not a lot of agents know about this, but they have a non-med term up to age 75 up to 400,000. So if you are dealing with, let's say, somebody over the age of 65 that wants mortgage protection without an exam, you can go with American Amicable with our IMO, and it's up to non-med up to 400,000. That's a game changer. On the right-hand side is our final expense quick portfolio. Of course, we have over 20 carriers. I just wanted to highlight a few. Liberty Bankers has a voice signature process. It's a 10 to 15 minute application, no email required, no paperwork. You just get your client on the phone and the policy is issued right there. Foresters has a great e-application. They're a SAGE company, meaning you can give our scholarship program. They have a great online system, and they have a fraternal benefit. So every Foresters policyholder gets additional member benefits that no other carrier has. Also, Americo has our quit smoking incentive, so people who are smokers can get non-smoker rates. They have another easy voice signature process, and their underwriting is very lenient. So if you have somebody with stroke history, cancer history, heart attack, they have very lenient questioning to get a level benefit product. On the bottom, we have our guaranteed issue. On the left, it's our guaranteed issue whole life up to 100,000 with Boston Mutual. This is an exclusive to Levinson, ages 18 to 70 with no waiting period. Okay, it's 100,000. All you have to do is be working 20 hours a week or more to qualify. It's that easy. In the middle, of course, Gerber Life. Everybody knows Gerber. We have an exclusive voice signature process with the carrier. No other IMO has this. So we have a special deal where your client does not need an email address to do the application. You could do everything 100% over the phone, and of course, it's backed by our SAGE scholarship program. On the right is a surety. This is a unique niche product that not a lot of agents think about, but you really should, and that is accidental death insurance. That is a guaranteed issue product. It does require a health license, as does Boston Mutual, just so you know. But if you hold a health and life license, you can sell this product. It's guaranteed issue up to $350,000. You can add return of premium and disability on an accident death only plan. So it pays only if you die by accident, not by illness. But a lot of times that's a great product to sell. So think about that when you're presenting to your clients who may have some concerns, whether it's height and weight, felony history, driving record. That accidental program is really important. Next up, real quick, then I'm going to get it over to Bill, is our agency automator tool. So this is our CRM that we're currently using to help you track your lead activity, right? We were talking about ways that you can track your leads and follow up and be more effective. Well, this program is not only free, but it has a built-in lead tracking tool now. So we have created a system where you can make notes on every lead that you talk to, and you can export those lead files into an Excel file, which then you can send to Samson and his company to get your reimbursement and your guarantee. It's never been easier to do. This is all cloud-based program. And we have trainings every day of the week, which we'll go over in a few minutes, to show you actually how to use it. But it's a no-brainer. It's free for all Levinson agents to get involved. We're actually running a 30-day free trial right now. So we'll send that out in our thank you email so you can get started with this. I'm going to get it over to Bill to wrap up with some great nuggets. Bill?
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Let me pick up my headset. Okay, can you hear me?
You're there.
Okay, great. All right, we're almost done, by the way. I'm going to move around pretty quick here, so make sure you're paying attention. And the plugin that Andrew just mentioned on our own CRM tool, I don't want to confuse everyone. You're probably thinking, well, Samson, they have their CRM tool coming out in the next week, and Levinson has theirs, and I also use Constant Contact. Here's the bottom line, okay? If you're working a ton of leads, okay, through your network with Samson's program, maybe our other lead programs, mailers, what I would do, agent hat on again, I would use the Agency Automator CRM tool. Very simple, because this is going to be my home base, okay? Even forgetting leads, all my clients, if I want to download a prospect database, everything is through Agency Automator, okay? And then if you want to do it that way, fine. Maybe you also want to use your Constant Contact, that's fine too. And if you want, maybe when you order leads with Samson, you start his new CRM tool, okay? Totally up to you, but it's our job to make sure everything's available to you, and most of this is no charge, okay? So the database that's built into Agency Automator, think of maybe you're working the business market, okay, and you're in the zip code 33067. You can dial in any criteria that you want in our database, and the system will spit out, let's say, business owners that are in this zip code with a minimum of 10 employees. It'll give you name, phone number, address, email, okay, when available. So you can use that database as well. Now, these aren't like hot leads that said, hey, I want Bill to call me, but these are names, numbers, emails, contact info of prospects that fall into this criteria. So you can mail out a marketing piece, maybe e-blast or text a marketing piece just for small business owners if you wanted to, but that's just an idea. All right, anyway, let's move forward here. So real quick, I mentioned earlier, you need to have a presence on social media and online. If you're doing it on your own, fine. If you're having your nephew, niece do this, I don't really care. I just want to make sure that your name is out there and your company name is out there. So when people look you up, boom, the trust wall comes down and they're all open ears. That's the name of the game. So the left side, we do have these co-op packages available if interested. So on the left side, this is a professional vendor. All they do is social media ads. They create it, they track it, you get all the leads. In fact, they're the company that we are using for our own agent recruiting social media ads. So anyway, they have a couple packages left-hand side. If you're interested in that, let me know. The middle section there is through another third-party vendor that specializes in managing your social media accounts and giving you a professional WordPress website, okay? And what's so great about this, look at the prices. So they charge $65 a month to manage and create all of your social media pages, or the 3 top ones, okay? For $115 a month, they include all of the social media and your website. On the right side, okay, if you want to put together your own Facebook ad, by the way, we have 3 pre-approved consumer videos that we can co-brand for free. Okay, so Ken will host a one-on-one private webinar with you to teach you how to run your own social media ads. $75 is the co-op price, and then he sends it to you so you can go back and make sure that you're doing everything he's telling you to do. Think of a coaching session just for Facebook ads or social media ads. Okay, very inexpensive. Okay, let's move forward here. So real quick, we have a few other lead programs I'm going to mention. We don't have much time, so I know we got 3 minutes. The orphan leads, as soon as you write 10 grand of premium in a year, you get free orphans. Bottom left, we have a co-op annuity lead program, $45 a lead for annuities. Top right corner, this is our free final expense platform called Legacy Safeguard. This is a co-op mailer, $460. Everything is included and all returns go back to you. Bottom right corner is a mortgage protection mailer. Okay, this is big right now because of what's going on in the real estate market. Mortgages are skyrocketing. $500, everything is paid for. We're seeing about a 2 to 3% return on 1,000 mailers. Okay, we have a training resources tab on our website, so I encourage you to go to the website, check that out. If you are appointed with our companies that we just went over, any carriers, with another IMO, take advantage of cash for contracting. Okay, listen, we match or beat your commission. Most of the time beat. As soon as you write your first app, $100 when it goes issue paid. Okay, or we give you free leads, your choice. Podcast, great training resource for you all. I handpick some of our top agents and I interview them for an hour and find out what's working, what's not, what's hot, what's not, all the above. So, when you say to yourself, Bill, I'm stuck in this rut, the pandemic, this, that, I'm driving a horse around New York City, I don't know what to do. We have everything here available. You just have to put in the time, okay, and educate yourself. Everything is here for you. This last one, I interviewed a professional NBA player, Major League Baseball player, an NFL player, and I picked their brain about motivation and inspiration on what motivated them to get where they are. So anyway, some great nuggets here. I encourage you to check it out. Agency automator trainings every day of the week. If you want to learn how to use the CRM tool, you want to learn how to use the free website we offer, okay, that database I showed you earlier, millions and millions of prospects are available so you can market to them. So you can jump on any day of the week, 2 p.m. We host these live, and we are on our last slide here, the favorite part of today's webinar. And I know we just ended in perfect timing. That's me and Carrie there. I'll mention this Positive Tuesday quote. Looks will fade, markets will vary, money and friends will come and go, but staying hungry and humble should never change, right? Hungry, scrappy, get creative. That's the message here, and be humble, right? And you need to come up with some marketing ideas. This is a Positive Tuesday quote I put out every Tuesday for the last 3 years, never missed one. Okay, what does it mean? Nothing. Okay, it's a quote that I came up with. Positive Tuesday means nothing. My point here is you don't have to just listen to what I'm telling you. Watch what we do. Success leaves clues. You should be doing the same thing to your consumers and prospects. Planting your name, marketing, branding over and over and over and over every day in every single way. Getting the message out. That's simple. Okay, we have 2 questions. 2 agents will win a batch of leads each. So we got 2 batches we're giving away. Whoever answers first wins. You know the drill. First question, it's a 2-parter. So you have to answer both questions. For number 1, tell me the price of the final expense leads and the term life leads that Samson went over today. You tell me the price, you win. Free batch of leads. Andrew, tell me who won the first giveaway.
Okay, wow, we have a ton of answers. Wow. First correct answer is Peter G. Peter G from, it looks like Florida, is the first correct answer on the question 1.
The answer is $12 final expense, $17 on the term life leads, minimum order of 15. Peter, congrats, and we will get in contact as soon as we're done and get these sent out. The second agent can win another batch of leads, and the question is, we announced an annuity bonus for July. How much is the bonus? I went over this on slide 2. How much is the annuity bonus we're giving away for July? Okay, I said you write an annuity and you get this much money for July. How much money was it? Any answers, Andrew? If not, I'll give a hint.
Nope, we got it. I'm just trying to sort through the first answer here. So looks like Michael T. was the first correct answer.
Michael T. The answer was $704 for July 4th. Very cute. Again, marketing and branding. Congrats, Peter and Michael. Thank you so much. Let's have a great weekend, a great July, right? Keep your head up. Remember your why and stay scrappy and humble. Let's all get it done. Thanks again, everyone.